Brace for impact. Well, that's just the headline of one of the articles I just read when talking about Cardano and ADA today. So I want to address this, and hopefully it alleviates a little bit of FUD out there in the market. So thank you guys for giving me a couple minutes of your time. If you're new to the channel, that's awesome. I love the new faces. We do talk Cardano every single day right here on the platform. If you are new, make sure you guys all subscribe right down below, and let's get down into it, okay? That's where we're going to get down into the crypto bubbles. I'll share with you guys what Cardano is doing right now as we look at the overall market, but then we're going to talk a little whale stuff as well and get you on your way. All right, so let's hit it. If you have not done so, though, please also check out my X page as well. The handle is in the bottom left of your screen, and here's where the market stands today. Guys, please remember, not financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence when we talk crypto here. But as we look at Cardano, all right, this is what's going to be most important, okay? We are down 0.1%, okay, 0.01% on the day. So let's all pound the alarms. Let's all run for the hills. ADA is tanking. Just kidding. That's a little bit of a joke, some satire as I got into this article, and it kind of really got me going as we look into some of the more widespread numbers with Cardano, okay? But as we're on the subject of the chart, let's just celebrate the fact that this has been a 200% gain, all right, up into the top 10 once more this month, okay? So as we dive into what's going on with the chart, this is what we like to see, okay? You can't deny this. This has been the run that we've been on, and you can't even really see some of the indicators and some of the graphics that I've drawn on this chart just due to the overwhelming kind of mass of this green candle that Cardano has formed here on the daily chart here that we had since we flashed momentum up back in the early part of November. You can see it right there with my trading indicator as we've surged above this parallel channel between 39 cents and 42 cents, where I was looking for Cardano to have to consolidate for before we broke out. And once we flash this momentum up, boom, there we go. So that is the beauty of it. The consolidation, the downward trend has kind of alleviated itself as Cardano is now above $1 once again. Okay, so let's get back into the further kind of conversation here. And one thing before we get going, if you guys are looking to trade on futures or a spot exchange, make sure you check out my link down below with BitFi. That's where you can earn 10% cash back just by signing up and depositing. Start trading today with BitFi, one of my favorite exchanges out there in the market. And with that exciting trading promotion that they have going on, and zero spot trading fees as well. That's why BitFi is one of my favorite exchanges. Links down below. Make sure it's right for you. Understand their terms and conditions, as well as the KYC policy they have as well. Okay, so that's where we're going to find ourselves talking about impact. We're bracing for impact. Cardano is falling below the crucial support. Okay, this one actually brought a kind of a chuckle to my to myself, because when we were reading about it, this is where the numbers just don't make sense. Okay, we talked about the last 24 hours. Okay, from $1.09 to its current price of 99 cents, down 1%. Okay, this is what this article was about: 1.03%. I just thought it was funny. We've been talking about Cardano since the dark days, right, where we were below a quarter, and we're worried about 1.0% in a time where, quite frankly, when Bitcoin is selling off, it's not financial advice, but it's just kind of my thoughts. As we look for a more broader sell-off with Bitcoin, a lot of that historically does go back in the altcoins, and that is what kind of gives way to altcoin season. So when I read this article, it kind of made me laugh a little bit, but this is where we briefly lost $1 here on the charts, and now we are teetering above it as we trade at that $1 level once more. And I'll pull up the trading view just so you guys can see it more so in depth. All right, that's it. Okay, that's it. That's all we're talking about. Just this little blip right here where we do start heading downwards. Okay, now for me, I devote most of my trading to the more macro side of the game. Cardano's had catalysts for the last since I've started trading crypto. Their whole lifespan and roadmap has been a catalyst. But what we're seeing right now in the market is something different, okay? And that's where I'm going to lend towards more so TA in this standpoint and the overall narrative. And so until this green box becomes red and we start talking about momentum down for my personal trading, I'm not going to really get alarmed, all right? Back into it. Is the bubble over, right? Let's talk about this so-called Cardano sell-off, right? The RSI is at 78. Now, that's a whole different conversation, right? If we're going to really talk about it in terms of a little bit of a correction, sure, maybe Cardano, maybe crypto, maybe alts have been running a little bit hot. But bracing for impact, I think that's kind of a little bit ill-advised, I think would be a good word to use when we talk about the overall climate and state of the market. There's a lot of people that got hurt in 2022. There's a lot of people trading right now in this market that, quite frankly, are new. I think we're starting to see that retail, that FOMO wave really hit the ground running when we talk about new users. I've seen a lot new comments and new faces asking questions, and asking the questions where, quite frankly, if you were around in 2022, you already know kind of how to answer those questions yourself. So I do suspect we're getting a little bit more adoption, new wallets, new users, and new faces, and new believers in Cardano and other crypto is not a bad thing, right? That's what we want to strive for. And that's kind of been my general consensus, right? It's not been so much the, hey, let's push Bitcoin 100,000. Hey, let's get Trump, coming in, guns blazing, pro-crypto regulation. That's not been my takeaway. My takeaway has been the overwhelming support and adoption by a lot of people that, quite frankly, in my opinion, even in my personal life, that have really never given a thought about getting into cryptocurrency. Okay, I think that's been kind of my biggest takeaway. But now with the fall, as we hover around $1, this is kind of what we're talking about. All right, breaching that $1 benchmark after a 3-year stalemate. This is kind of where I guess we're bracing for impact, as they've been one of the best performing cryptos over the last month. And now, Bitcoin, even on a little bit of a dip, we're seeing a lot of liquidations and long positions being liquidated. But it's something where I'm still eyeing it, right? If you believe Cardano, I can guarantee you one thing. A lot of people here watching never thought Cardano would hit $1, even $1.10 as fast as it did. Okay. Yeah, sure. And I'm guilty of it too. I look for a more smoother, gradual incline in crypto. We had a little bit of a hurricane kind of take place, and that's kind of where the perfect storm did ensue. We have altcoins pumping, and it's all been kind of cyclical, as a lot of legacy cryptos that were around pretty much since I started getting into it, right? Those were the good pumps that we've had, but now we've since given back some of those gains, but we're not bracing for impact. So that's kind of where, when we make the brace for impact videos, I'll let you guys know, but this is not where I'm bracing for impact. So I kind of wanted to address this and share this with you guys here in this video, but amidst this sell-off, there's some good things happening right now, right? The Chang hard fork to the Hydra Doom testnet. This is where you look into one of their biggest reference points in the industry as we look to make that transition. Okay, there has been a lot of things within the narrative where Cardano celebrating years of uptime. Okay, and of a lot of that, I will tell you guys one thing: two different evils right now. Okay, Solana right now not having any outages, but seeing their mass volume that are having in the meme coin department and just transactionally, two different ball games. Right, that's apples to oranges. I'm not saying Cardano can't outpace and outdo Cardano in terms of efficiency and scalability, but right now they're just not there yet. That's the numbers, okay? The growth numbers are there for Cardano, but in terms of just sheer magnitude, not quite yet, all right? So we'll see if Cardano can still maintain. We've seen great kind of run up by SNEC, the Cardano meme coin. I know a lot of people out there aren't going to be interested in that, but hey, meme coins are cryptos as well, and can lead to gains out here in the market. Okay, so it is important to understand that we are going to have ebbs and flows. The market is going to shift. And when we look at Cardano right now, there's been a lot of people that have bought in. They've been sick of holding it. They want to get into the new flashy. They want to trade in their car, right? They bought Cardano, 8 months ago for 30 cents, and they want to take profits now at $1. So there are going to be a lot of liquidations. We're going to see this in every single crypto, not just Cardano. So I wanted to share that with you guys because this is one where I tell you guys, and I reiterate my position, it's not financial advice, but I do not plan on selling any of my Cardano until 2029 or 2030 unless there is some God-foreseen circumstance where I need to access some of that crypto. But right now, we're going to celebrate $1 still. I'll admit I'm in full transparency. Did not think we'd get there that quick. here we are, and we are not bracing for impact. At least I'm not doing so. So kind of just reiterating that, and the whales are not as well, okay, because the Cardano whales, and I'll leave you guys with this metric right now, and if you want to do a quick number search and look into it, whales holding $10 million in Cardano are now growing their positions up 420%. So more than 4 times growing their positions in ADA. So I'm definitely not bracing for impact, because when whales are buying, I'm buying. In this recent accumulation that we've seen over the past week, that's not something where we're just going to all of a sudden start ignoring the open interest and the future to come. I think Cardano is more so bracing for that next move up than impact. So just be careful out there reading the articles and the headlines. And it's kind of my job here is just kind of educate and give you guys the news every day as I see it. Make sure you do your own research and due diligence. But I appreciate you guys for watching. And if you can, make sure you subscribe on your way out. And feel free to hop on over to BitFi if you want to sign up with that exciting sign-up deposit cashback offer and get started trading today with them. Like I said, futures and spot. And that's one that will definitely help you as we look to make more gains here in this bull cycle. Okay, appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Cheers.